What's going on, everybody? It's Steve here with another team builder. This is week 5 against Salamence and the New York bad Ninetales. I haven't actually played Bohm yet. I'm playing him a couple hours after I record this video. I just had some spare time, so I figured I would make my team builder because the team's done. I traded Executor for Emolga. More importantly, I traded Gengar for Garchomp. Cobra dropped Garchomp. Don't know why, but Garchomp is substantially better than Gengar, I think. So I picked it up. And Emolga was just to make the points work. I do like Executor, but I was actually going to bring him against Salamence, but not anymore. Salamence has Metagross, Rotom, Heat, Salamence, Conkeldurr, Ninetales, Alola, Oranguru, Togetic, Umbreon, Berserker, Fletchling, and Marsh Stomp. So I think he's going to own in pretty hard on the fact that he has 1 water resist and a debilitating weakness to rock. I'm not counting Berserker as a resistance because he doesn't, and Marsh Stomp, those are probably not going to come, so I don't care. So he's going to focus on Omastar and Tapu Fini as threats, as they normally are. Metagross, Rotom, Heat. A +2 Steel Spike will be able to kill most Tapu Finis. Rotom Heat for the max Lightning, and Togetic just for redirection. Maybe you can get like a nasty plot off with the Rotom or something like that. Salamence is actually pretty bad into my team, I think. Especially if he's worried about Fini and Omastar, so it might not come. However, it is his best weakness policy activator for Metagross. That's another thing he's probably going to be worried about. Sableye, Will-O-Wisping Salamence, so if Salamence does come, it'll probably be a special variety. Conkeldurr, probably just a Guts variety would come. I think Ninetales would only come. Actually, now I do have Garchomp and Emolga. I made this before I made my moves, but yeah, Ninetales is probably likely. And Umbreon just is a good late game cleaner, but again, Fini, really good against Umbreon. Berserker, I could see him doing some weird Steely Spirit stuff with Metagross. And Oranguru, I don't know, Symbiosis, maybe. I don't think he has much in the way of telepathy worthwhile moves. Maybe Discharge could be good, but I got 2 ground types, so I don't really think so. And Motor Drive now and Levitate, so if he wants to bring Oranguru, by all means. So what am I bringing into this? Let me do that because I'm not on the team right now. Don't want to give it away on the other teams. Okay, there we go. As you can see along the top, Tapu Fini, Entei, Vikavolt, Snorlax, Uxie, and Nidoking. No Garchomp, and no Sableye, which I think is going to throw him off. Also, no Omastar will probably also throw him off. So starting off with a very weird Tapu Fini Iron Ball set. Protect, Soak, Trick, and Dazzling Gleam. If we look back at his team, Dazzling Gleam obviously doesn't hit the Berserker, but I don't care. But Umbreon, Salamence, and Conkeldurr all for super effective damage, and if I turn something into Water type, it'll be neutral. If I have to for Metagross or Rotom, or if I want to. Which, spoiler, I will. The Iron Ball means that I will, most importantly, go slower than Vikavolt, so you can probably see where this is coming. However, I can also trick the Iron Ball onto a Togetic, get rid of its Eviolite, onto an Umbreon, get rid of its leftovers, bring leftovers to Fini, onto a Salamence, make it back on the ground and lower its speed, onto a Metagross in Trick Room, get rid of its weakness policy if it's not activated, etc. This will be very debilitating for him, also beneficial for me. Air Balloon Entei is up next with Inner Focus, obviously, so I don't get intimidated. Air Balloon so I don't get hit by ground moves. You might think that's to combo with Nidoking, but it's not. Protect, Flare Blitz, Stone Edge, and Iron Head. Max Speed because Salamence and Entei speed tie, sadly. I would like to go Adamant, but I don't want to risk it. This is mainly to dodge Max Quakes from Metagross. The Air Balloon, I doubt he would be running Rockfall. He's probably going to be doing Steel move, Electric move, and maybe even Psychic to override the terrain and mess with Sableye. Flare Blitz and Stone Edge have perfect coverage against him. He's got 2 Fire Resists and Marsh Stomp. Both of these are weak to Rock. Perfect. Iron Tail is just there to boost defenses if I need to, and also hits a bunch for super effective as well. The 2 fairy types. Vikavolt will hopefully be the carry. Minimum speed, so let's go back to Finny. Finny with an Iron Ball gets down to 40 speed. Vikavolt at 43 speed, so ideally I get Trick Room up with a Finny Uxie lead, obviously. Finny maybe Protect first turn or just start soaking, I don't know. And then I just max Vikavolt and start using Max Lightning as long as I can keep Finny alive. That is the idea. Energy Ball hits his ground type, Marsh Stomp, and Mud Shot will hit Metagross, the 2 steel types for super effective if I need to. Also, if I trick the Iron Ball onto Rotom, he is suddenly 4 times weak to ground, which is fantastic, so Mud Shot could be useful. But ideally, I can just Max Lightning everything. Snorlax, I feel like he will also be concerned about, because I tend to blow up Snorlax. But he's got steel types and stuff, so maybe not. But Protect, Curse, High Horsepower, and Facade. I forgot to finish this. That is all that I'm doing. It is going to be relaxed, 0 speed. Good thing. I noticed that. With a Figgy Berry and Gluttony, the idea is just curse up, set up Trick Room, and go to town with G-Max Replenish, get my Figgy Berries back if possible, and High Horsepower hits what normal doesn't, namely the 2 steel types again. This would be my secondary max threat if the Vikavolt very gimmicky strat doesn't work. Now this is very cool. Almost max HP, max defense, 20 speed, Adrenaline Orb, Uxie. So I knew I didn't want to bring Sableye because I figured he would have something around it. Uxie is immune to Bulldoze. So if he brings Salamence for the express purpose of bulldozing a weakness policy on Metagross, it will not lower the speed on Uxie. Also, the Adrenaline Orb will proc from the Intimidate, raising its speed above that of Salamence, which will allow me to trick nothing onto the Metagross while receiving the weakness policy back. This is also faster than most Metagross. It's a very weird speed creep if he's not. I don't know why he would go to 119. If he's max speed, he goes to 120, but then he's super frail and would die to a foul play. I don't have anything with Intimidate, so this item is completely useless on his team. So if he doesn't even bring Salamence, I'm fine tricking it onto another Pokemon, because that means I get a useful item, he gets a useless item. Yeah, very cool. I think this could come in handy if he is scarfed Salamence. This is a problem if he goes for Bulldoze instead, or sorry, Brutal Swing instead of Bulldoze to activate a weakness policy. Like Scarf Brutal Swing would be really bad. However, I would still be faster than the Metagross probably, which would allow me to get off a foul play because... Oh, this is only for the Bulldoze variety. This spread does live a +2 max steel spike 100% of the time. But with the Brutal Swing, it would not. So the Scarf Brutal Swing would be the real problem. And quite honestly, I think I'd probably just lose outright. But willing to take that risk. And, oh, right, the moves. Foul Play, obviously, for Metagross. Trick Room to set up Trick Room for Snorlax and Vikavolt. And Play Rough is there for the Umbreon. If I can, again, trick a Leftovers onto Uxie, it probably wins in that late game with Play Rough over whatever dark move you've got on Umbreon. If get a healing item. And finally, we've got Choice Scarf Nidoking with Rivalry. Salamences are male 87.5% of the time, so this Icy Wind from Nidoking is going to do a ton of damage. Alternatively, I can just Earth Power the Metagross. Head Smash is here for the Rotom, mainly. Also good against the Ninetales and the Togetic. And Sludge Bomb also for the Ninetales and Togetic. Head Smash basically only here for the Rotom. Earth Power for the Steel types, and yeah, Icy Wind just to lower speed. The lower speed will guarantee that Entei goes first. So that's the team. Hopefully I get this to show off both the Iron Ball and Adrenaline Orb, and hopefully I don't just lose to a Scarf Brutal Swing Salamence. Because I also really want to do Soak. And this is the first time bringing it up. So, well, first time bringing it and actually using it. Because it was in the back. Week 1, or, yeah. Because I only needed fairy moves to win week 1. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And good luck to Samex. Peace.